Welcome everybody back to a brand new video. Today we will be discussing something about the Dream SMP. If you didn't know, there's one thing called the egg, and that has been spreading throughout the entire Dream SMP for a long time. And I am here to discuss the entire story about the egg, everything that happened, and it's gonna get crazier and crazier. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, on December 6, 2020, that was the day the obsidian walls were covered around Dream SMP. Tommy Innit has just been exiled from the Dream SMP. And that's when Bad Boy Halo went into a basement. If you guys don't know about the Dream SMP, it's basically a part that ended up being a huge room for the egg. If you just search up Dream SMP, the egg, it should show up to say that it was part of a basement that basically Bad Boy Halo and Skeppy used to hold. So yeah, and on that day, the egg appeared. While Dream and Awesome Dude were going around the prison, Bad told them about the plans, about everything that happened with the basement. They looked around the egg, they tried to break stuff, but Bad ended up wanting to keep the egg, and that's how it stood there for long. And basically, after a while, Bad Boy Halo, Awesome Dude, and Dream, they went around the server, and that's when the spreading began. Basically, there was a huge spreading around the Dream SMP, Bad and Skippy's mansion, the pass, everything. So, and that's where basically the entire thing grew. How the vines began, and that's what happened. And basically, when the spreading began, it started to worry everybody because people like Aunt Frost and Captain Puffy ended up joining Bad Boy Halo's side. And that's where the things got a little more in a skeptical way. Now also, if you guys want to see a more advanced version of this, be sure to check out another video from a different YouTuber called Evan MC Gaming. He has another more advanced video about this. Just saying. And after Ampharos and Captain Puffy got onto Bad's side, the spreading began to happen. Ant and Puffy, they started to help Bad spread the vines everywhere. They started placing blocks, everything. But people that weren't part of this side was Quackity, Sapnap, who didn't even have anything to get involved with the egg after, Awesome Dude, and Skeppy. After a while, this is where the dramatic begins, because that's when the egg was basically covered around an obsidian. Yes, obsidian, and that's where the egg started to get its development. It would heal every time it was ever damaged, and basically that's where the new thing happened. So that's basically what happened, and then something struck. Skeppy, on the other hand, had a very much indeed purpose with the egg. He was forced by the egg to make a not cool exception, and he wasn't in favor of the egg until something happened. Skeppy wanted to go to the egg, and basically Bad would just not let him. And then after Skeppy went to the egg, he dug a hole for himself and stayed there. Skeppy told him it's because he wanted to love the egg, and Bad, Puffy, and Ant let him be there for a while. But then something happened, and I will show you what happened throughout a clip that actually shows it. So yeah, this is what happened like when basically the entire thing, like, of the whole situation. So this is the entire situation. Now let's just, and I will pull it up for you guys here. And here is a exceptional. Ah, alright, you know what? Let this pass and I'll show you guys what happened. And if you haven't seen, this is actually a video from someone else. So basically, Skeppy has basically changed a lot. And based on the expectations, the egg has got into Skeppy's mind. Everything has changed for Skeppy. And ever since he was on the Dream SMP, he has turned red. And now people are calling him corrupted, which is a skin for most people that are part of the Empire, and so on and so on. And that's where the entire thing happened. The egg ended up having itself like a this massive crater and all that, but that's when basically Bad Boy Halo, Ampharos, Captain Puffy, and Puns was also another person part of the Empire. They all gathered for a meeting. And that meeting was held with a obsidian table and some cobblestone chairs. And they discussed on what would happen. And I don't have the sound for this, so I'm not going to present this entire thing to you guys. But they had a huge, basically, meeting about what they should do. And that's when the Empire is born. And then Bad Boy Halo, Captain Puffy, and I believe Ampharos basically started, and also Puns, started planting seeds all across the server. And as Bad gathered for an exceptional time, this is what happened. And as you guys saw from that clip, if you guys haven't noticed, Bad was corrupted. He showed his disguise skin. And if you guys search up on the Dream Wiki, if you search up Dream SMP members, and if you look for Bad Boy Halo, it will show you basically like Bad Boy Halo's corrupted skin. And here's basically a basis of what it looks like on the Dream Wiki, just to show you guys. And that's basically what it is on the wiki. That was his corrupted skin, was the egg. And that was also his disguise as well. Now, what happened after was a lot more tough. And Awesome Dude, on the other hand, had no intentions of joining the egg. He already had drama with the entire prison, sending Dream to the prison, and he basically did not agree with the egg. And that's where Puffy ended up leaving this empire as well. So, so here is a clip of what happened to Awesome Dude. So yeah. Awesome Dude was trapped in an egg, and it was all where Puffy decided to leave the Empire. The Empire had caused a lot of problems by that point, and that's where a group called the Resistance came. Technoblade, Awesome Dude, Foolish G, the son of Captain Puffy on the SMP. A lot of people, Quackity. I don't know what Sapnap had to do with it, but it included Sapnap, and basically, those were the people that decided to join in for the egg. And also Purple. So yeah. And the final point was where it all happened. Frost, on one hand, and Bad and the entire Empire was still afraid of Skeppy. And Frost suggested killing Skeppy, but Bad just refused to do it. On an exceptional day, this is what happened. So yeah, you can watch the full clip of what happened with Bad and Skeppy. And also to talk about Canon Y system. This is just to say because this caused a spoiler I just ruined, but Canon Wise is basically something on the Dream SMP. I had a whole video about it. I'll probably leave it in the end screen if I can find it, but yeah. Canon Wise system is basically when somebody basically like how do I explain it basically? Alright, so a canon life system is when somebody dies unintentionally by someone who kills them intentionally. And basically and basically it's not part of a war, something that is put in the storyline. And this is what happens. Now you guys can't hear the sound, but obviously this is where Bad and Skeppy get into an argument. And obviously that's bad corrupted skin, but yeah. Skeppy died. Bad also loses a cat and wife because Bad is a vampire. And he only loses a wife if Skeppy dies. So both of them are on 2 wives now. And yeah. That was a shocking point that happened in this entire situation. And that is where the final thing happened. The Red Banquet. And here is a full actually real clip of the Red Banquet. And this is the last thing that happened so far as I'm making this video. About basically like the entire egg and all that. So yeah. Alright. And this is also in Captain Puffy's view. Just saying, so yeah. So not to throw any shame, but yeah. Now this is the Red Banquet, and this is basically what technically happened on the banquet. So I'm gonna just start out where the banquet actually started. So this is basically the entire banquet, and what happened. And also, I don't know what George had to do with it, but I guess he was there too. And also H bomb. And here's where the interesting parts get. So here was a clip that they got basically filled in, and also I will also probably make a video of Puffy's full like VOD of this. So basically, Osamu tried to blow the egg up. It did not work. And basically, this is where the killing begins. And every kill that happens is causing a canon wipe. Hmm. So, Foolish is trapped in. Foolish G loses a canon life, 2 remaining. And that was the first kill that happened during the banquet. Now, if you guys haven't catched on that play, catched on that, Quackity gave Puffy a Netherite axe, and Puffy already had strength potions. So yeah, if you guys saw that, and she also gave her golden apple, and that's where a person joins in, 2 people. Purple and Technoboy joined the fight. I don't know where purple came out of, but yeah. And this is where the second kill happens. And yeah, this is where chaos happens. And usually if you lose a can of life, usually you just stay there and then you don't technically respawn for a while. And basically you sometimes people leave the game, sometimes you don't, but yeah. And that's why you can see Ampharos left the game. And that's basically the banquet itself, because the others they basically retreated. And that's basically what I'll give about the egg. Part 2 will come out if this video hits 10 likes. And yeah, without further ado, I'll see you guys next time.